Hello, YouTube. July is here, and we've got a lot of extra events and, of course, the patch notes for the new update coming. I'm doing things a little bit differently this time. We're going to focus on campaigns and other events going on and what the patch notes, or I should say, the patch announcement tells us. And there'll be a separate video on patch day that's going to go over what actually came out, different items that have been data mined, and we'll take a look at whatever changes come with that patch, and then that'll be a separate video going forward. So let's get started. First thing we have is the Summer Alter Ego. Where's my mouse? The Summer Alter Ego has been extended. The Summer Alter Ego Extravaganza, aka Alter Ego campaign, has been extended another month. So this was active all of June, and now it's going to be active for July as well. If you want to see the trusts that you can get from that, you can just take a look right here. It's set 1, trust set 1, but you can also just check the wiki if you want to reference those. Off the top of my head, the ones that I would say you'd want to pay attention to are Ferris Coffin, and the rest of them are all obtained. The rest of them that I think are important are all generally obtained through regular mission progress. But Ferris Coffin will will raise a dead party member. Definitely worth getting. So, the Celestial Night Celebration, this is the same thing that happens every summer. It's an event where you kind of chase around NPCs. Let's see. Yeah, they're like doing a play or something like that. Anyway, again, check the wiki if you want to actually partake in this event, but I will point out that there's a new item that's been added. It's a fan with a bomb on it, so which is right here. And this is going to be running from, this is only running until July 14th, roughly around the same time that the Absolute Virtue event is ending. So also pay attention if you haven't finished that and you want to get those cosmetics, get out there and get them. Okay, moving on. We have the Celestial Knights screenshot campaign. Now, here's the thing. This is, I posted a short about this, and we're going to be posting a community post as well on YouTube about this, just to keep everybody updated, because I think this one is really kind of like, SC's really kind of pushing in a way for some more social media engagement, and I think that's really good. And the way they're doing that is, this is a Mog House. Is this the Mog House? No. This is not a Mog House. So this is the Celestial Knights seasonal event. You need the Summer Uchiwa in-game item, okay? And you're going to take a picture and submit it on Twitter or on the official forums. That is this item right here, the Summer Uchiwa, okay? So you have to do the seasonal event, get the item, and then post a screenshot. Take a screenshot of your character with the new Summer Uchiwa in-game item while celebrating the Celestial Knights seasonal event. We'll award qualifying participants with a special reward of their choice. Now, the first 250 qualifying submitters from Twitter and the first 250 from the official forums will each receive their choice of one of the following in-game items. And you have to submit it by July 14th, okay? Here's where things get spicy. This item, the gemstone case, if you haven't already seen my short, this item, as far as I could tell, and I researched pretty well. I mean, there could be more information out there, but I did look, and it appears as though only up to 7 of these even exist. Yeah. They were in 2012 and in 2013, there were Mog House decorating contests held. And the first place was a bookshelf. And and there's only one winner of that. And then there were 3 winners that received either a gemstone case or like the Windurst version of it or the Sandoria version of it, which this I believe is the Bastok version, specifically the gemstone case. You could have gotten a choice of those 3 items, and there were 3 people that received those. And then then the next year, so 2013, that was 2012. 2013 was like similar, except I think there was 1 additional gemstone case given out or something. Anyway, point here is submit your screenshot if you want your chance at this very rare item. In my experience, they don't get 250 entries on either the forums or Twitter. So take your time, take a good picture, submit it to the contest, and if you don't want the gemstone case, there's also these other cosmetic rewards. This Chocobo Beret and this Byakko mask are only obtainable, and possibly the coffer too might only be obtainable from this event. Honorable mention, as I pointed out in my short, this Welllll gives you 80 storage. So if you're not a Moghouse person at all, you can remove a lot of your weird cabinets and stuff for storage and just throw this Welllll in. So yeah, that's that. There's further directions. I'll link this page in particular in the YouTube description section so you can find it a little bit more easily. And this is how to submit, how you go about submitting. All right, next. Oh, we have campaigns. Great. So let's see what we got. Starting on the 12th, chain experience. Oh, okay. Chain experience and capacity points. Well, of course, in monstrosity as well. So we're back to double EXP. Great. Well, double to triple EXP, I should say. But anyway, this is another good time to get your jobs leveled up and your jobs mastered, and then you can start working on mastery levels. So this is always welcome when this comes around. I'm going to throw up the newbie pay attention on this one, because clearly if you're newish to the game and you want to get, and you don't even have your first job mastered, this is the time. Get out there, get in parties, and go get some JP. Increased seal and crest drop rate campaign always comes along with orb campaigns. So we can see here additional seal. This is the okay, they've given us again the MP seal, eye seal campaign. So I think we had this last month as well. And as I pointed out in last month's video, you can get eye seals from this, coupon eye seals, and they give you the seals you need to upgrade your Empyrean gear. The player base was hoping, spoiler alert, we were hoping for MP +2 upgrades this month, and it appears as though it's going to be pushed to next month, but we will be reading that in the patch announcement. But in the meantime, if you still haven't finished upgrading your Empyrean pieces you want, this is the regular +2. This is like the they call it +2 Empyrean equipment, but it's like the +2 before you get it to eye level, and then there's like eye level, and then there's +1, and then +2 from there. Also, don't miss out. You can exchange seals and crests at a reduced rate of 2-to-1 rather than 3-to-1. So if you're the type of person to want to exchange all your extra seals in for Beastman seals to do like the up in arms BCNM, this is also going on right now. Assault. Oh, NNI. NNI. Good stuff. Really fun campaign. You can get a lot of treasure from this, such as Orpheus Sash or EPAM Ring, if you're able to get the proper NMs. Bonus Bailed is just your base bailed. It's not your HP builds from Wildscape Reeve, but I see here they have the Wildscape Reeve campaign as well. Great little campaign if you're trying to turn in your Adeline Ring. Double Simulacra segment campaign, kind of outdated. Even if you need the Simulacra segments to do, what is that piece of content called? Skirmish. Even if you need the Simulacra segments to do Skirmish, they're very cheap on the auction house, and there's usually enough of them to go around. And then, like I said, Wildscape Reeve campaign, you get double the HP bail drops from the Wildscape Reeve's mobs, which are like the bosses in the different Adeline zones, as well as coupons for the gear they drop, so you don't have to struggle trying to get particular pieces, which there aren't that many that are still used today, but it's nice to have the coupons in case something comes up that you need. Alter Ego Expo. Alter Ego's maximum HP and MP will be increased by 50%. They'll have stronger resistance to status ailments. Usually people use this campaign in order to try soloing Omen mobs, Omen bosses, other stuff in the game. Vagary campaign, very nice. Extra rewards from Vagary. Yeah, this is great. Hop into an alliance of people doing it. Do your weekly vagary ROEs, and also get some extra rewards while this campaign is active. Skirmish Frenzy Campaign Plus. To sum up, what this means is you will be more likely to leave skirmish with the items you're looking for. If you don't have any like red Mogpels and you really need like Taeon pieces, any of the Illuvian skirmish armor, you can come here and you'll get extra like Lebendop, Melodop wings, that kind of stuff, or just the pieces of gear themselves. In general, I think you can maybe do like one of these runs during the Plus campaign and pretty much leave with the things you're looking for, if not very close. Dark Matter campaign. Okay, 6 times. Okay, so it's the regular campaign. Sometimes that gets messed up. Dark Matter. Yeah, so your Ryzen Jima gear, you could take it up to 6 times a day. You get the Dark Matter augments, which are very random, but prior to Odyssey gear release, that was basically the place where you'd get a lot of your best in slot weapon skill gear, and in a lot of cases TP gear as well. SP Gabi key, every day you get an SP key in your inventory. This is the better of the key campaigns because the SP keys actually can give you truly useful and valuable items for the game in its current iteration. So these are welcome. Log onto your alts, your same account alts or whatever. Get the keys, and maybe you'll get something special like a pulse weapon or a valuable Dynamis shard or Pandemonium key or Orpheus sash. Like there's just a wide variety of really valuable things that can come out of these. Monster rearing. If you're having trouble transforming your monsters, this campaign is for you. Sometimes I've gone like a week without my monster evolving when it should have been. So this is good. Macrocosmic Orb campaign. Oh, we've got both campaigns. Again, I think this was last month as well. Okay, interesting. Yeah. So this is the one that you do basically for Gale items. You can get Dynamis Currency 100 pieces. You can get HQ Abjurations and Heavy Metal Plate pouches, stuff like that. Macrocosmic Orb campaign. So this is also where you get your Rem's Tales 1 through 5s from, which go right along with reforging your MP that they're giving us the Eye Seals. They've been hammering us with this. So get that MP reforged if you need it. They're helping you. Omen Job Card campaign. Once again, newbie, pay attention. Omen job cards are one of the deterrents to finishing and upgrading some of the best gear for almost all the jobs in the game. Do not miss out when Omen job card campaign is going on. You'll get like 7 cards plus for basically meeting the minimum amount of objectives. Definitely do not let this one pass you by. Omen Light Double Up. There's a lot of campaigns this month. Omen Light Double Up campaign basically doubles the chances that you'll see a bonus floor when progressing through Omen. Dynamis D Statue Crusher. This is not the Statue Crusher Plus, so basically what this means is with each statue you kill within Dynamis during this campaign, every person in the Alliance will receive a card. What are they called? There's the Black ID card from Wave 2, and then the other ID card from Wave 1. Whatever it is, they trade in for Beastman's medals and Kindred's medals. So this can bring a bit of Gil into your Alliance's pocket, but it's not as good as the Plus campaign, but probably still worth killing all the statues if you're just like a Wave 3 farm shell. Lastly, Ambuscade Gallantry campaign. For the duration of the campaign, the number of badges of gallantry earned from normal and intense ambush will be doubled once per day. This stacks with your seal, so always during this campaign use your seal on your first run, do the hardest difficulty you can, and get a ton of gallantry during this campaign. Yeah, not much to be said. Gallantry is good some months, it's okay other months, but in general, especially if you don't get a lot of ambu done during the month usually, this is a nice little boost. Anyway, that's it for campaigns. We're going to finish up with the patch announcement, and let's move on. Actually, one small note before we move on. From the Reddit AMA, the devs compiled all of the questions and answers into something that is more easily readable than reading through a bunch of Reddit posts, combing, trying to find what the devs actually said. So I just want to touch on, there's 4 questions here that I think I missed during the Reddit AMA video. We're just going to read through them quickly. And thankfully, they're pretty concise. What is the current cap for Mastery Rank value? Is Mastery Rank 9 or above currently possible? The current cap is 8. The player base was unsure. So what happened is the Mastery Rank is a system that was released a while back now, maybe close to a year, where everything you've done in the game adds to Mastery Rank. So it's sort of like a completion system, like Final Fantasy XIV has like goals that you can reach if you've done so many different dungeons or you've done so much different content in the game. There's sort of a hidden system within FF11 that now exists, and it's called Mastery Rank. And now we have it confirmed from the devs here that Mastery Rank 8 is the cap. I think I read this one during the AMA, but basically, did they want to unlock Incursion? They say they could consider it. And if it doesn't work out, if there's too much server congestion, they'll consider reverting the change. Where are the other questions? There's like 2 more questions here. Oh, yes. Are there any plans to make domain invasion bosses scale more appropriately to the total number of players online on the server? They say they'd like to do that. It would require doing changes to DI, domain invasion, to ensure that the number of participants won't fluctuate once it begins. In other words, we wouldn't be able to have players join once it starts. This would remove a lot of the freedom the content currently offers. I agree. I think the ability to jump in mid-fight on... I mean, if you play normally and you do DI, you know that you don't always make it on time. Like, if they cut us out of fights, it would leave a lot of players salty, I think. Another option would be to scale the monster strength based on the number of participants, but this means monster would grow with more people and would result in a situation where the players who arrived first would be annoyed if others were to join midway. Imagine you're fighting it and someone else joins and all of a sudden the mob's HP goes up by like 3%. Like, yeah, that'd be annoying. Both options would lead only to trouble, so we've kept the current method. Totally agree. Are there any plans to add more merch? We'd love to have more merch. Great. Can you implement partial keyword search to the item search command? They say that, basically, to summarize it here, it is not impossible to implement partial searches, but it's highly, I think they meant to say, it's highly likely that we'd be unable to make it perform well. Let me rephrase that, though. It's highly unlikely that they'd be able to make it perform well, is what their belief is. I don't know. I think we might see this one in the future. This is the kind of response you see, and then one day they just figure it out, and they're like, by the way, we're releasing that quality of life that we said we weren't going to release. And lastly, and this one I found really interesting, how come elven males have fancier casting animations? Their clothes actually animate than the other races. I hadn't even noticed this until they had said something, but yeah, when they cast spells, if you're wearing like a coat as an elven male, it like flutters in the breeze, so to speak. And here's the answer. The animation designer who originally worked on it already left the team, so the truth remains a mystery. However, I believe it was a result of the fervent effort to make it look stylish. There you have it. All right, on to the patch notes. As soon as I drink some water. Good day, adventurers. Matsui here with your monthly Final Fantasy XI roundup. Summer in Japan arrived way quicker than any of us anticipated, and as I write this, we are currently being pummeled by a massive heat wave. I hope that those of you in similarly hot climates are making sure to stay hydrated and take the proper precautions to stay cool. Let's dive right into July's version update. First off, an update on the Voracious Resurgence. We're taking this month off from the story to prepare for the upcoming Chapter 9 content. However, the Peculiar Foes Records of Eminence objectives will be going in this month, so be sure to try your hand at those. That's where you get your silver vouchers from the ROEs. Now, I'm going to finish reading it, but I'm pretty sure this is saying we're not getting the new TVR content at all, including any fights, including anything to upgrade the MP, but we're going to continue reading. Ambuscade returns a double rerun this month with Goblins in Volume 1 and Antlions in Volume 2. We're making a couple difficulty adjustments to make the battles more enjoyable than before. For the Antlion battle, be especially careful of the ability Corrosive Spray used by the Ross and its companions, and the defense reducing buff stacks. Defense reducing buff stacks. Well, I guess it's a debuff. Unless it's a buff on the mob. Perhaps Erase will be a boon to you this go around. Okay, no, it's a debuff, okay. Another adjustment this month includes an issue raised in the forums regarding the difficulty of a certain minigame required to progress in a story mission. We're looking at performing similar adjustments to other missions in the future. Very nice. Oh, they don't say what, though. As a follow-up to last month's DI Spike Flail adjustment, we've decreased the area behind the applicable monsters that counts as behind for the purposes of triggering this ability. This should help alleviate the issue where players attacking from the side were triggering Spike Flail, but hitboxes can be notoriously difficult to ascertain for monsters with large models. So try not to straddle too close to the line, lest you find yourself punted into the atmosphere. Stratosphere, I can read. Celestial Knights has a new reward this year, the Summer Uchiwa, with a lovely bomb motif. The design may not exactly be one that cools you down, but I think it looks pretty spiffy. You'll definitely want to snag one before the event concludes. Personally, I suffer a loss of appetite when it's too hot outside, but I would encourage everyone to make sure you're eating and drinking properly, getting enough sleep, and most of all, spending a lot of time doing things you enjoy. And of course, I'll see you in Vanity Eel. Okay, so July, ROE, updated monthlies, add new objectives. Okay, so like they said, we are getting the new Voracious Resurgence ROEs for silver vouchers, which is weird that they would give us the ROEs but not the story update. Wings of the Goddess. Adjustments to retrying the minigame in Traitor in the Midst. Which one is Traitor in the Midst? Oh, it's all red light, green light. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, so it is Wings of the Goddess that they're changing. And everybody I know hated the Kate Sith minigames. Listen, if you enjoyed the Kate Sith minigames, leave a comment down below. Or if you hated it, leave a comment down below. So that is going to be the adjustment they were talking about in terms of minigames. Content and system related. Ambuscade. Replace NMs. Replace rewards. Great. It's another Ambu update. And another Ambu only month, basically. Battle related July areas. Change monster locations in certain areas. Remove level difference penalty in certain areas. This means we're getting, again, this is another reference to the ROEs that give the silver vouchers that are associated with the Voracious Resurgence. Change monster locations in certain areas is the one that we're still unsure of. Normally, they don't include that in an update announcement, but here we are. We're going to figure out what this means exactly. Then DI, readjust Spike Flail. Add some new items. Add a list of supported items to the Porter Moogle. And, yeah. Again, this is going to be video 1. This is going to be campaigns and current events. When the update drops, there will be another video on that day of what the changes actually mean. We're going to explore them in-game, and it's going to be a similar length video, but more focused around the actual update itself. So in the meantime, take care, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.